Hi everyone and welcome to my birthday present reveal. This is a present from myself to myself, and that's because I turned 30 this year and I really want to mark the occasion with a big present to myself. And actually I'm very glad I did it because my birthday was in the first week of the lockdown, so I really couldn't do anything else. So I'm very happy that at least I have my presents. I have two packages here, and they are both very clearly from Vestiare Collective, so both of them are actually purchased second hand. But before opening them, I wanted to make two very small premises. First of all, I know that you did an unboxing very little time ago. I don't want to give the impression that I'm buying the luxury items so often. It's just that when I planned my video schedule, I didn't realize that my birthday would have fell so shortly after that video. And actually both of these items were purchased way before my birthday. So the purchases weren't close at all in terms of time. Also, I know it's quite an expensive birthday present, but keep in mind that I knew that I've wanted this for a long time, and I've been saving more or less for 2 year and a half for them. So it has been like a long time process. That's why I'm also that excited. So before starting, hi, I'm Alicia. I'm also known here as the Ugly Duckling, and I do videos about how to create a curated wardrobe, that is a wardrobe full of things that are of high quality and perfectly fit your style and lifestyle, and how to integrate a little bit of a luxury in it, but in a more sustainable and mindful way. So if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing to my channel, and let's get started. So let's start with the small one, also because it's the smaller and shortest. So these are the Chanel two-tone ballet flats. Now, I love these flats. For my boyfriend, these are a stupid purchase, and I do understand this point. But for me, I'm quite obsessed with shoes, and they are a very important part of my wardrobe, and I've been loving this for so long. I actually had another pair of flats with more or less the same color combination, and I've used them to death. So it was pretty comfortable that once I've had this, I would have also used them a lot. So I knew that it would have been a good investment for my wardrobe. And but at the same time, I wasn't really comfortable in buying them new. For same reason as the other one, they are leather. Chanel is actually not the most sustainable or ethical brand out there. And these new cost 620 euros, give or take, which is an extortionate amount of money for a pair of ballet flats, and I don't even think they deserve that much amount of money, considering that a lot here it's actually glued and not stitched. So given that I didn't want to buy them firsthand, I found them secondhand for 300 euros, which is still a lot of money, but half the price. So I was more comfortable in spending them, especially knowing that it would have been a good purchase for my wardrobe. So I'm very happy I have them. So yeah. By the way, so for the second one, and this is really like the big present to myself, I'm so happy. If you've seen like my wish list video, you know that both of them are in my wish list, and it is something that I really wanted for a long time. So when you buy something from Vestiare Collective that doesn't come with all the box and everything, they always send you like their own dust bag. So, but this actually came with the, not with the box, but at least with the dust bag. And it is the Chanel double flap medium size in beige caviar leather. I'm so happy. I'm so excited just to hold it. I know it's stupid, but for me it's not. So I'm so happy. So also it comes with like a tag from Vestiare Collective that I haven't undo yet, that basically confirm the authenticity of the bag, and there is the name of the person that did the authentication. So the bag, this is the outside. It has the back pocket. Then it has the chain that can be elongated, so you can wear it like also a little bit longer. It's not really a crossbody because the chain is too short, but it can be longer. And then there is the first flap with the pocket for, I don't exactly know what, because it's very, very small, but apparently Coco Chanel was holding love letters there, so in case I receive one, I know where to put them. And then here it has the main compartment. It has like a big pocket here, which is like fairly big, and then a main compartment with like 2 pockets and the lipstick holder. And here it has the authenticity card, which I kept here. So to say a few words on why I eventually decided to go for this one. So I've known for a long while that I wanted a Chanel bag, not because it had to be Chanel, but because all the bags that I really love are from Chanel. But they are like really expensive, so I needed a big occasion to be able to justify with myself spending that amount of money. So I decided that my 30th birthday was like the right occasion. For which one, actually I debated for a long time. I considered many of them. I didn't want to go immediately for the double flap, more for the fact that it's a quite obvious one in a way. So I didn't know if I was drawn to that because I really loved it, or just because so many people were saying that it's a great starter for Chanel. Also, I was afraid that it would have looked a little bit like old lady like, so I wasn't entirely sure at the beginning. But then I went to the store actually many times, and I tried many of them on, and I tried to look around, and I was always drawn to the double flap at the end. So I decided that I wanted to go for this one. And so for the color, again, it was a little bit unexpected, the beige one, because at the beginning I was convinced I want the black one, because of course it's black, it's more durable, it goes with everything, and I was sure that I would have used it way more. And that it's still true, and I still love also the black one, but then this one just felt very, very special to me, and given that for me it was a special occasion, I wanted something very special, even if I know that I won't use it as much as the black one. Also, I didn't really needed another black small bag, but I actually needed a more neutral toned small bag that would have worked also for occasional situation, because I only had a silver one, which I love, but it's silver, so it's quite a big statement. So that was another factor. And then finally, honestly, finding like a beige Chanel in caviar leather with like this exact sizing and etc on the second-hand market was pretty difficult. So when I found it, and I actually found only this one, so when I found it I was like, okay, this is destiny, I need to have it. So I suppose we can say that it's the bag that chose me at the end. And for the leather, for me it was pretty obvious. I wanted a caviar leather. In general, I do prefer caviar over lambskin. I know that lambskin is supposed to be a lot more luxurious and so on, but I simply don't like it as much, and I especially don't like it how it flattens during time. So I didn't want that, but especially with a like lighter color, I think the lambskin is too much of a risk. I mean, that is already pretty much risky in terms of color transfer, rain, and so on. So having it in lambskin would have reduced the use even more, and it didn't make sense. Also, when I checked it in the store, as my boyfriend fairly pointed out, it has a very good eye for these things. The one in the store that was like obviously brand new already had scratches all over it, because the lambskin is simply so delicate. So I just wasn't okay with buying it with lambskin. So that's why I went for caviar. And the silver hardware, again, I do tend to go more for silver hardware in general, so I prefer that either in black or beige. But especially in the beige one, the silver hardware for me make the leather look a little bit too much yellowish for my taste. So I did prefer to go for the silver. And finally, in terms of size, at the beginning I thought I wanted the small, especially because it costed a little bit less, but also because I wanted more as an occasional bag. But actually, the medium for me works very well because it's still small enough to be a very nice evening bag. It's a very elegant bag, but at the same time it's big enough to hold more. Like the small one really doesn't hold that much, like also almost nothing. And this can still work as a day bag because it can hold a little bit more, of course. Not an everyday bag, but I mean, if I have anything that I want to do during the day for which I want to take this, it's still appropriate. So that made it a little bit more versatile for me, and that was quite important given like the amount of money, and as I said, the fact that it's already a bag that I won't use every day. So that's why I decided to go with exact this combination. And no, I did not settle on that. I've looked for it for a very long time until I find exactly what I wanted, because even secondhand it costs enough money to not be okay to settle on that. So that would be my advice: do not settle, wait. In case, wait, even if your occasion passes, it's better to wait than to settle. This at the moment retails for 1,510 euros, something like this, and I paid it around 3,600, so still a lot of money. Still a lot of money, but a lot less than what I would have paid retail, so I'm very happy. And the bag is in fantastic condition. The only problem it has here a small crease.
5,100.
5,100, sorry. I have problems with numbers in English. So that's it. Yeah, sorry. So that's it for today. This was my gift to myself. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was interesting to know how I decided to go for exactly this combination for my first Chanel bag. And see you next time. Bye.